I think people have misunderstood what the definition of essentials are because somehow everyone's essential wardrobe ends up looking the exact same. Personally, I think that people mix up the words essential and basic way too much. But what if essential didn't mean basic? What if it was a tool that actually helped you define your personal style? Now, with the rise of social media, fashion, especially fashion commentary, has become a hot commodity. Every time you scroll, there are people giving you different opinions about what's hot, what's not, what's essential. And while that is a little bit helpful to help you find your style, it's also very confusing because there are a lot of things being put in front of your face and it's hard to source out what works for you, especially if fashion isn't natural to you. Before I get too far, I should say I'm not attacking basics, but it will be really hard to find individuality in basics, but it won't be hard to find your individuality in essentials. So let's break down the definition of essential and basic. The definition of essential means absolutely necessary, extremely important, or basic to the fundamental nature of something. The definition of basic is forming the foundation, essential starting point, or most important part of something. Now, I know those can get confusing because while basics are essential to a wardrobe, they won't help you build an essential wardrobe. The importance of an essential is going to be its ability to define your style and who you are when it comes to fashion. It's the thing that's going to turn a basic white button up to a silhouette that you can't stop talking about. By the time you leave this video, you won't just be thinking that an essential is a white t-shirt, a pair of denim. It'll be something that is really specific and intentional to you. To find your essentials, it really is going to take some breaking down of what works for you, but also what your mind is attracted to. So I'm going to give you guys some questions that are going to help you with this process. 1. What silhouettes make you feel the most confident? Now, with this question, you want to think about when it comes to jeans, is it straight leg? Is it slim? Is it skinny? For t-shirts, it's do you like crop shirts? Do you like shirts that are oversized? Do you like shirts that are sleeveless? Do you like polos? Do you like button downs? It's a range. The second question is what colors naturally attract you? Now, obviously, when you look at my wardrobe, there's some really specific things that are happening here. There's a lot of black. I love black. There's a lot of hints of red. There's animal prints. It's kind of very organized in a certain way where you can tell what I like what is essential to me. This next question is really important. What pieces in your current wardrobe do you wear all the time? One of the things that I see the most is that when people are looking to find their style or build their essential wardrobe, they really abandon what they already have. There are items that you're going to want to abandon in your wardrobe, of course, but there are items in your wardrobe that are really going to help you define what that new era or what that wardrobe looks like for you. The fourth question is, what items have stayed in your mind? When you're scrolling on social media, what pieces do you see consistently that you're dang, this looks really good. If I had the money, I would buy this. Or if I had that confidence, I would wear this. What pieces do you see constantly that you can't stop thinking about? And the last question takes a little bit more reflection, but it's, what do I want fashion to do for me? A lot of people want this thing when it comes to fashion, but they don't necessarily understand why they want it. They want to feel powerful. But why do you want to feel powerful? They want to be more bright. Why do you want to be more bright? All these things are going to help you dig into what makes you really love fashion. It's going to help you be more intentional with every selection through the process of building the essential wardrobe. Now I'm going to show you guys how I built my essential wardrobe using 3 different clothing items, and I'm going to start with pants. Now for me, through my fashion journey, I've had a lot of different phases. I've had phases where I was really into skinny jeans, phases where I was really into super baggy pants, phases where I was into straight leg pants. It really flopped around for me, so I had to do a lot of deep digging to think about what makes the most sense for something that's essential to me when it comes to a bottom. And one of those things that I found consistently through the line is that I always loved pants that had an intentional design detail. Whether that meant it was printed a certain way, there was a design that was just so eye-catching that people would always compliment me or ask me about it. So I knew that when I was defining my essential wardrobe that this is something that I would be looking for when I'm buying pants. Not pants that may just have a good fit, but it has a good fit and it has that detail that is gonna make people look at it, but also gonna make me feel the most confident because I know that this is something that I've always thought about when it comes to purchasing items. So I'm going to use 2 pairs of my pants to show you guys what I mean by this. The first pair I'm going to use is these black pants, and I got them from Beacon's Closet, so I'm not sure what brand they are because they don't have a tag on them. But with these pants, you can see the intention and the design aspect that I'm talking about with the pleating in the middle. It creates this really nice silhouette when you're walking, but it also just creates a really nice visual image. Black pants is something that can be considered a basic in everyone's wardrobe, but the way that I made it an essential in mine was turning it into a black pant that had that intentional design detail that I love and that makes me feel connected to myself. Another example is another pair of black pants because I told you guys I love black. But these are from Racer Worldwide, and the reason why I love them was literally just the side zipper on the side. Like, I wasn't too big into like rips and stuff in jeans, so I was wary of it, but I knew that the side detail on this the side zip detail on the side would make it all the worthwhile for me. And I've owned these pants for probably like going on like 4 years now. Like, I love them and I wear them every chance that I get. Next, I'm going to move on to shirts, but specifically button-up shirts. Now, it's actually something that I've never really been a fan of because button-up shirts have always leaned, like, specifically in male wardrobe, it's always been like, oh, it'll be cool if it's like a striped shirt and with cool colors, but that wasn't really like calling to me. Sometimes people love to do like the more dressy thing with just like a nice white shirt, and that wasn't calling to me either. But even like I've actually worn a lot. I'm gonna try to find some photos, but I've tried a lot of different types of like button-up shirts in my life, like with graphics on them, and I've always just like gotten rid of it because it's never really felt like me, or it's never felt like I needed it in my wardrobe. So when I was like redefining my wardrobe and building that essential wardrobe, I knew that I needed a button-up, but I was really struggling to find what that was for me. I'm going to show you guys two that I found that have become like more than essential in my wardrobe. Like, I wear it down and people love it whenever they see it. The first one is this red shirt from Frankie Shop. Now, I love sheer things. I think one of the things that I love about clothing in general is the movement aspect of it and how like it creates like a fantasy a little bit. Like, it's like very like entrancing. Entrancing is the word. I'm assuming that entrancing is a word, but things that are very entrancing. And this is one of those items, like it's a basic shirt, like it's a button-up shirt, but the things that give it a bit more me is the fact that it's sheer, the fact that it's a little bit oversized, like it's not like a traditional form-fitting shirt, and then three, the tie cuffs, like that is what did it for me. Just the ability to be able to like move my hand around and play around, and that movement like move with me. I thought that is like that. I love it. Like, I love it. And also, red is a color to me that makes me feel really good. Like, red is, since like I was young, has always been in my wardrobe. So that's like three little things that I took into account. Now, the next item that I'm going to show you that's a button-up shirt is a little bit erring on the side of that more traditional thing that I was talking about. But the thing that made me fall in love with it was this little like crochet detail almost, or like cutouts that, one, it was really summertime for me, but also it gave really Caribbean, and it's from the brand And Other Stories, which like is far from that. So I really love that. Like, I knew that based off of like the wardrobe that I'm building, that I will be able to tell that kind of a Caribbean summer story with it. And every time I wear it, it's another piece that I get a compliment on, because like everyone sees white button-up shirts like all the time in their day-to-day, but to see one that has a bit more of like an intentional design to it is like, you know, people appreciate that. So that's like the second one, because it's just cool, and it's also right here. That's why I keep looking at it. But the point in showing you all these items was basically to show you how I use the idea of like having to have these basic items in my wardrobe, and then like turning that into making it an essential for me. Like, everything that I showed you, from black pants, you have in your closet, I know you do. A button-up shirt, you have it in your closet, I know you do. But does it actually define you? Is it an essential in your wardrobe, or is it just a basic that you need? Because like I said, you have to go to that cocktail event, you have to go to a funeral, but you don't have to show up as anybody else but yourself, and these clothes can help you feel like yourself every time you're showing up. Now, let's overview some things before we end this video out. Basics are not the same thing as essentials. Essentials are very different from basics. I gave you guys 5 questions to help figure out what works for you and help to start the process of building that essential wardrobe. And the last thing that I just want to nail in is the fact that fashion really does have the power to change your outlook on yourself and on life. It doesn't do that for a lot of people because there isn't a lot of intention into it, and I get it. It's a crazy world we live in. It's a lot of things that don't make fashion a priority for a lot of people, but I'm not saying that has to be a priority. If there's intention behind it, that's all that matters, and that'll help you feel so much better. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I plan to make some more videos like this. Let me know how you guys feel about this, but I gotta head out, so I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.